Hi, this video will demonstrate how to view and sort data using the grid view. We'll start by clicking Explore Data in the top left. The grid view is available for many data types. We will use wells as an example. As the page loads, we can see that the grid has not yet populated. We must apply an initial filter before the grid will populate with data. To do this, click the drop-down menu in the top left under the words Filter By. For this example, we'll filter by district. We have the option to view data from the central, northern, or southern district, and we'll use southern. Now that the initial filter has been applied, we can see that the grid has populated. The grid is made up of several different columns with their names at the top. These include API, designation, operator name, and others. To change which columns are visible, click the cogwheel on the far right. This opens a list of checkboxes. Selecting and deselecting the checkboxes will add or delete columns from the grid. I'll delete the designation column by deselecting its checkbox. Next, I will add a column titled lease name by selecting its checkbox. When you are done, click anywhere to close the menu. Once you are satisfied with the columns being displayed, you can search the grid for the information you are interested in. The simplest way to do this is to use the search box located to the left of the cogwheel. I'll search for the term oil and gas. I've now completed my search for the term oil and gas, and if you direct your attention to the column titled Current Type, you can see that almost every single result reads oil and gas, but not all of them. The top result reads dry hole instead. This is because the term oil and gas appears in the operator's name as well. It's important to remember when using this search function that any term entered into that search box will be searched for in every column in the grid. To perform a more targeted search, use the advanced filtering functionality. Advanced filtering opens a search box and a filter at the head of each column. Let's take a look at the filter. Clicking the filter gives you the option to search the column for items which contain or do not contain your search term, or for items which start with or end with your search term, and so on, providing an additional level of customization. Additionally, entering an item into this search box will search only this column. Let's demonstrate with current type. I'll search for items which contain the phrase oil and gas. We've now applied the search oil and gas just to the column current type, and now every single result reads oil and gas. In addition to being able to perform more targeted searches using advanced filtering, it is also possible to combine search terms from multiple columns to obtain even more specific results. As an example, I'll filter the current status column for wells that have been plugged and abandoned. These results now show only wells which have a current type of oil and gas and which are plugged and abandoned. I could add additional search terms in other columns to produce even more specific results as well, if needed. You can navigate through the grid by using the buttons on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. The numbers indicate the numbers of pages, and clicking on a number will skip to that page. Let's skip to page 6 as an example. The arrows to the right and the left of the numbers allow you to move forward one page or backwards one page. I'll click the forward arrow to advance to page 7. The outside arrows allow you to skip to the very last page or back to the very first page. Let's skip back to the very first page. You can also control how many items are displayed per page. The default is 20 items per page, and clicking the drop-down menu will allow you to change that to 5 or 10 items per page, if that is preferred instead. When you are satisfied with what is displayed on the grid, you can click the Actions button. This gives you the option to view data on the map using WellFinder or to export the data in a grid format as an Excel file.